Welcome to Cryptmaster. Let us see what awaits. This is the first time I've played this game, so hopefully it is easy, though I do not know honestly.
Many ages ago, a great evil rose to threaten the fledgling kingdoms of men, until it was fought back down into the darkness by a group of legendary heroes. Now, centuries later, these mighty heroes sleep beneath the earth, entombed and forgotten, in the realm of the Cryptmaster.
That was a nice voiceover. Well, it's typed instructions, so we'll press up, down. Well, what if I wanted to play with a controller? What would you do? My game is stuck. Up, down, left, right, enter, select A. Let us begin.
Hello. Can you hear me? Good. I'm calling to you from beyond the veil that separates the living and the dead. You're on the dead side. Now, how are you feeling? I don't really understand what you're saying. Can you explain in a little more detail? Actually, I withdraw the question. I don't care.
That is rude.
Now, move toward the light. should I say, your crypt. Why don't you take a look around?
It's like an old storybook.
These names look a little familiar, don't they? Let's get those rotten old brains of yours working. Why don't you try reading out the names on those pillars? As the melodious, renowned bard. Deadly sin, thief and assassin. Jorro the warrior, that's you. Names again. Let's move along.
Oh.
Hello back, I suppose. There are lots of cages down here. Lots of things they didn't want to get out. These chests contain objects I've long since forgotten. I expect you have too. But maybe, if we can remember what they were called, it will help to restore your memories of life. Now, Jorro, I think this is something you used in your days as a warrior. Tell me what I should do to it to find out what it is. Cold, hard and smooth. Metal, I think. What are we going to do with it? It's quite weighty, even though it's hollow. What will we do with it? It's like a big metal shell, slightly larger than a human head. What should we do with it? I think I've worn one of these many years ago. You put it on your head. What now? A helmet! Yes, Jorro, this is your old helmet. Now let's move along through that door. You did like to hit the things, didn't you, Jaro? Oh, I rather thought you'd sound better than that, Maz. I suppose you haven't used your vocal cords in a while. Stab? No, we're not going to drop everything and do that. Hex? Why did you say that?
Well, I advise anyone with motion sickness to avoid playing this game.
Oh, look. More of your old junk. Oh, look. It's a thing. What should we do with it? Rough and leathery, but the inside parts are smoother. What should we do with it? It's sort of rectangular, something you can hold in your hands. What are we going to do with it? Wave? What? Ah, I think this could be a, pole. Rake? It's not one of those, no. What next? I remember when I was alive, I owned thousands of these. They covered the walls of my little study.
It's a book.
Okay, no more playing with it. Time to guess. Do you remember what this thing is called? The book. Yes, That's exactly what it is. It's coming back to you, Sin, isn't it? All those knives in the dark. This little fellow looks strangely familiar. What are we going to do with it? It's hairy and wriggly. Now what? A rat. Yes, that's what it's called. What? Hat? I don't see any. Tap? Don't be ridiculous. Why would we do that? Oh, look, a toad man. Let's see if you remember how to fight. Well, Nix, that was splendid.
Seeing now where they said it needed to be. So I'm still using the controller things. Whether I want to or not. Okay.
Up ahead is the Eye Stone, an ancient sentinel designed to imprison the restless dead. To pass beneath his perilous gaze, you may need to retrieve my Soul Stone. What will we do with it? Smooth and very hard. What now? It's a large, flat piece of metal in a sort of oval shape. What will we do with it? Yes, a lovely big shield, just like yours, Joro. doesn't really smell of anything. What next? Hard, flat, and round. What should we do with it? It's small and shiny. What should we do with it? Oh, that's very close, but there's another word for it. What now? I'm sure I used to like these. I think most people did. All right, that's enough fooling around. What's it called? A coin. Yes, now I remember these little lovelies.
I have no idea.
I think that's Agda over there to the right. Don't tell her I'm here. We don't get along.
Welcome, friends, to the altar of purity. Leave your troubles behind and step for a moment into the bliss of my ardent but entirely platonic embrace. Soothe yourselves in the... oh, wait. This isn't right. You're not even alive, are you? I don't mean to be rude, but this altar is dedicated to Shalia, the goddess of life, which means it's for the living only. So, don't come any closer, please. Thank you.
She's right that a healing altar like this won't ordinarily work for you. But perhaps if you were to desecrate it somehow, what will you do? Yes, give it a good soaking.
In the name of all that is pure and peaceful, I'll rip your body!
Yes, feel your power grow. You should desecrate these altars wherever you find them to restore your strength. What's this flimsy thing? What should we do with it? feels like paper. What shall I do with it? It's a thin sheet of paper, covered on one side with little drawings and snippets of writing. Now what? What? Hex? What will we do with it? Oh, it has that lovely old paper smell. Do you know what I mean? Ah, I think this could be a, net? I'm sure I've looked at one of these before, but not for some time. They were useful when traveling, I think. Okay, no more playing with it. Time to guess. Do you remember what this thing is called?
It's a map.
Aha! Yes, a map. What are you talking about?
Why am I going in circles? I don't have anything.
Hold, travelers. No dead may pass. Are you dead? You say you aren't dead, but neither do you seem to be living. I can't detect a soul anywhere. You may not pass.
Well, I don't like to say I told you so, but I told you so. You need to get my soul stone before you can pass here. Some doors are easier to open than others. That's your job in any case. Rope? Can you see that somewhere? What are you talking about? The Soul Stone, the source of my dark power. Isn't it lovely? Or would you like to touch it? Good, because you're going to. You see, if we're going to the surface, which we are, I'll need you to carry this for me, because I don't have a physical body. You didn't think I wanted you for your brains, did you? Now, will you pick it up? Splendid! Now we are bound together for all eternity. Or until you die again, whichever comes first. Now, the Soul Stone needs souls to feed it. Outside of my crypt, we'll need to keep it charged with the vitality of living creatures to sustain ourselves. Why don't you look on the walls and see if you can scrape up any bugs to start us off? Bug, catch hold of it then. If we need to pick something up, I'll let you know. What does that mean?
Hold, travelers. No dead may pass. Are you dead? You could be lying to me. If you are really alive, then tell me. what was the last piece of fruit you ate? A nice crisp apple, eh? But I have one more question. If you are truly a living person, this should be an easy one. Tell me, how would you describe the sun? Incorrect. That does not sound like the sun at all. You may not pass.
Curses! His questions...
Hold, travelers. No dead may pass. Are you dead? You could be lying to me. If you are really alive, then tell me, what was the last piece of fruit you ate? Yes, that is a type of fruit. But I have one more question. If you are truly a living person, this should be an easy one. Tell me, how would you describe the sun? Yes, in fact, it's very bright indeed. That's why you shouldn't look directly at it without protective eyewear. You are indeed one of the living. You may pass.
Stupid eye stone. He thinks he's so clever. Shaken the worms out of your old carcasses, the real fun can begin. You see, the Soul Stone has been growing in power lately. That's how I was able to resurrect the four of you. And not only that, but it seems to be drawn to the surface. You'd like to go to the surface, wouldn't you? Well, you're very lucky I chose you to accompany me. We've been kept in the dark for a very long time. Whatever is up there now has forgotten us entirely. I've heard rumors of a thriving city far above our heads, full of delicious life, ripe for the attention of a seasoned necromancer. What's the first thing you're going to do when we get there? Oh, you're so predictable. Look, I wrote down the answer I knew you were going to give. Now, the higher we get, the more your memories will begin to return, as well as remembering useful things you can do. You'll also begin to remember people and scenes from those distant days when you were alive and didn't look like table scraps. That will be fun, won't it? Oh, we're almost there. We seem to be approaching the bone houses. I've heard of this place. They're not as select as my crypt, you know. Paupers' graves. Just a mess of old bones and rats. No, we're not taking anything. If I left you to your own devices, you'd fill your pockets with junk. I'm afraid your drinking days are long behind you. No, we're traveling light. If I let you start picking things up, where would it end? You don't tell me about it, just grab it. I'll tell you when we need to take something.
Whoa! Hold up! You fellas just up from the crypts, are ya? You seem to have a bit more meat on you than most. We picked clean most of the old bones a while back. Anyway, welcome to the Bone Houses. This is the realm of rats, and our king is the Great Piper, Vitus the First. Now, I just need to sign you in and issue you your passes. Tell me, what brings you to the Bone Houses? Business or pleasure? Yeah, too much work can put a knot in your tail, right? Okay, 4 undead. And your profession is? Oh yeah, that's a job, right? I don't think we have any of those around here. I'll just take a stab at the spelling. Okay, just 1 or 2 more questions, then we'll all be done. Now, have you ever been a member of or affiliated with any groups engaged with anti-rat activities? Nah, I didn't think so, but I have to ask anyway. Okay, not terrorists. Are you carrying any sharp or bladed weapons? What, very sharp? Yes or no, please? Should be good then. Right, final question. No, this one's just a formality. On a scale of 1 to 10, how helpful do you think I've been today? 10! Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Okay. This all seems to be in order. Take this complimentary map and please enjoy your stay in the bone houses. The bridge is actually down at the moment for essential maintenance work, but it should be fixed again in about, I say, a while.
You can talk when I tell you to. Right, let's find this Piper fellow's tower, shall we?
Oh no! No, wait a moment! Don't do anything hasty! Listen, if you dare to defile this altar like you did with the other one, I will find you and I will kill you! Or I don't know, double kill you, whatever it is you do to people who are dead. But I will make you wish you'd never been resurrected.
Ignore her. She's all talk. No, that won't work. Yes, these healing gods hate violence. Fight, fight, fight.
Ah! You'll pay for
All right, that's close enough. You can't see the Piper unless you're royalty. He don't mix with the hoi polloi, you know. So, are you royalty? Didn't think so. The only royals I know of around here are buried in those fancy tombs by the river. And you don't look like you crawl out of those fancy tombs. So scuttle along, you peasants.
So far, so good.
Who's this then? Come a bit closer so the Think can get a good whiff of you. You fellas have been dead a real long time, eh? You know, us rats don't usually live more than a dozen years, but death don't seem to want me. I know too many things, see? Go on, try me. What do you want to know? So you're monarchists, eh? You should go have a squint at the fancy tombs behind that big eyeball. Some real blue bloods buried in there. And that's,